Hi, I'm Annabel Lukens. I work with ViewTrade. I am head of Europe Business Development, and I'm here with Alexandra Dobra.
Hello, Annabel. Welcome to Bucharest.
Thank you. Alexandra, your position is Deputy CEO of TradeVille, and that was our most recent addition in Europe. We're very happy to have been working with you for 18 months now, and I'm very excited to be here with you and talk about Ville. So, Alex, please tell me a little bit about TradeVille.
Well, TradeVille is one of the biggest brokers in Romania when it comes to the retail market. It has a history of over 30 years. It was established in 1994. Currently, we have about 130,000 clients who trust us, who place their money with us, and who have profitable trades. That's what we hope they do. We've been in the market, as I mentioned, for a very long time. So we've managed to adapt to the market. We've managed to see how Romanians invest, why they invest, and what products we can offer to them.
How long exactly has TradeVille been around?
30 years.
Wow.
30 years. Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been with TradeVille?
I've been with TradeVille for 3 years. I started in the equity research department. Then I went on to corporate finance and brokerage. And now I'm the deputy CEO of the company.
And in the last 3 years, what have you seen happen in the investment environment and at TradeVille?
It was like an earthquake, to be honest. It was when I first joined TradeVille. So let's start from a company perspective. When I first joined TradeVille, there were about 30 employees. Now we are over 140 colleagues in the
Wow.
company. If we look at the number of investors, there were about 60,000 investors. Now we're looking at 250,000 investors just for the Romanian market, out of which we have more than a half. So the pandemic obviously helped a lot, and the post-pandemic period that followed, the evolution of the Romanian stock market, and also the fact that we managed to expand to other markets as well. So our clients were able to trade, for example, US stocks, and this helped a lot grow the popularity.
And when you talk about Romanian investors, as far as the percentage of Romanian investors versus maybe other countries in Eastern Europe, say Poland, how does it compare?
Even though we had this huge ramp up in terms of number of investors and the sums invested and so on, we're still lagging when it comes to the region. So there's a huge potential. If we are comparing to Poland, probably we're about 10% as developed as Poland is when it comes to the stock market. So there's a huge amount of
Room for
room for
growth.
growth, exactly, for the Romanian market. So it's just the first stage from my point of view.
Okay. Things have changed a lot in Romania since I was here 2 years ago visiting TradeVille. Tell me a little bit about what's happening as far as the actual local market, maybe the investments that are coming in.
Everything's changed a lot in Romania, and it's changing at a very fast pace. We had in the past few years, we had a lot of multinational companies coming to the big cities in Romania, to Bucharest, to Cluj, to Iași. We're talking companies like Microsoft, Amazon, and so on. Obviously, the salaries went up, the purchasing power went up, prices went up as well. There is still a very high inflation, so you can see it in the prices.
Okay.
And investors obviously had to adapt. So one of the first lessons they had to learn is that it's not really worth keeping your money in the bank. You have to start investing them. And there were two routes to start with. Either you went and invested in real estate or you went into the stock market. And the stock market is becoming more and more popular in the past 2 to 3 years.
I know that you also do other things than just offer online investment. So tell me a little bit about other things that TradeVille offers the investors.
In the past few years, our focus was to become a one-stop shop for investment purposes. One of our main branches is the corporate finance department, and that's where we manage IPOs and also private placements. So this is an area that we are exploring constantly. And we are the most active in the brokerage company when it comes to these offers for the retail. We're not talking here
Okay.
about the institutional
Right.
clients, we're talking about retail. So if a smaller company wants to list on the Bucharest Stock Exchange, we are usually their first choice. Also, recently we started offering clients access to a big range of ETFs. Also, we listed mutual funds on our platform, and we're looking to diversify to crypto as well. So if you have some money to invest and if you like our platform,
Yeah.
then you have everything
Okay.
under your screen.
Okay. And do you have any kind of advisory type business that you do?
We also have an advisory type. It's a discretionary account. We offer strategies from our partners in Europe and the US. And that's a passive way of investing for clients. And they can do it either one off or they can have recurring investments. And this is where actually our partnership helped a lot because fractional shares do come into play when it comes to these strategies.
How did you find that the investors reacted towards you offering fractional shares?
It was something that we were actually missing when it terms to competition, to international competition, because as I mentioned, we are looking at smaller clients, retail clients. The numbers do matter a lot because this is our core business. So if you are losing clients to other international brokers because they are able to buy, let's say, shares of Amazon,
Right.
just a small fraction of a share of Amazon, but they're not able to do it on your platform, then you are missing out on that potential.
Right.
So this was really important for us, and we can see it from the numbers when it comes to international trades.
I'm sure that the advantage that TradeVille has over some of these brokers that are international brokers, discount brokers, this type of thing, is that you have a office that your investors can go into, that they can actually talk to people in their own language, and that probably makes a huge difference.
Of course, that makes a huge difference. Also, we don't promote CFDs. Our main concern is security of funds. We have a special brokerage department that speaks directly to the clients if they have any problems. We have a help desk department that takes care of all these issues. So it's not something that's not everything is automated, not everything goes through a robot. So you
Right.
actually have interaction with real people that are there to help you for all the
A
problems that you
person
have.
answers the phone.
Exactly. A
Okay,
person answers the
that's
phone.
nice. When you were talking about big companies, big corporations coming into Romania, you also, and it ties in with the fractional shares too. I think that you mentioned that you're working with us on ESOPs.
Yeah, that's a program that we started last year, and it's something we are very proud of in terms of our partnership with you. ESOPs, they're basically the shares that companies offer to their managers,
It's employee, what is it?
stock option plan.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
So they are the shares that basically it's the bonus that you get paid at the end of the year, and they are paid through shares. Before last year, if you worked, for example, for Amazon, let's say, and you were to receive shares of Amazon, you would receive them in an account with an international broker, let's say in Europe or in the US. What we tried to do was to bring this money back to Romania. And also, in doing that, we managed to offer better conditions for the people that were actually receiving the bonuses. Because when it comes to taxation, if you receive this bonus in the account of an international brokerage company, then you have to pay 10% taxes. But if you have it with the Romanian registered broker, then these taxes are a lot lower. So if you keep the money for more than 1 year, you just pay 1%. And if you want to trade in the first year, then you pay 3%. So this is something that helps these clients as well. It helps grow our base as well. And it's been a very successful program. We managed to raise about $15 million worth of shares that were transferred
In a short period of
in a
time.
very short period of time in the last 6 to 9 months.
You've been working with ViewTrade for 18 months? And if a colleague from a different brokerage firm were to approach you and say, how's it been working with ViewTrade?
To be honest, it's been a really positive experience from all aspects, but I think there are a few worth mentioning. First of all, it's about, like you said, that personal touch. We're always able to speak to a real person that helps us with our queries. If we are able to do that, then we can offer in turn better services to our clients as well. So the way you react to our problems, the way you solve them in a very timely manner, this is, from my perspective, the most important aspect. Then we talk about the security of funds. In Romania, there's a big problem with investors' confidence in the stock market. So it's very important to know that their money are safe with our partners.
Right.
And this is what ViewTrade does very well. Then it comes to products. Fractional shares was a big hit with us. The ESOP program, like you mentioned. And we are also looking for new partnerships when it comes to pre-IPOs, maybe in the future.
Right.
and other markets. Also, you're offering vast array of markets, so we are able to offer these symbols, these stickers to all our clients. So
Right.
the portfolios have become more diversified. Clients do not have to look to international brokers in order to be able to trade the stocks that they want on a daily basis.
So, Alex, tell us about the Romanian stock market in general. What's been happening there?
The Romanian stock market has experienced an impressive growth in the past few years. I was looking at some data, and actually it performed better than the Nasdaq in the past 5 years. So there's a lot of enthusiasm when it comes to investments in Romania, especially in the stock market. The nature of the stock market is that the companies that are listed, usually companies that pay very large sums of dividends. So our investors are used to dividend paying companies.
Like how much dividend?
Dividends, when we look at the yields, they are between 7 and 8% when it comes
Okay.
to the biggest companies. And that's on the main market. And we also have a secondary market, which is the growth market, like the small caps in the US. And that's where you have the really small companies, the family businesses that want to experience a listing on the stock exchange. And that's where you see potential for growth in the future.
And if I'm a TradeVille investor, I opened up an account and I go into your platform, what can I trade today? What products can I trade?
We start with stocks, obviously. So you have access to different markets, starting with the European market, then you have Canada, then you have the US, and also you have the Chinese ADRs listed on the US stock market. So you have a vast array of stocks that you can choose from. Then you have access to ETFs. If you are a professional client, you can even trade the ETFs listed in the US. If you're not a professional client, you can trade those listed in Europe that track the
Okay.
US indices.
UCITS.
Yes, exactly. Then you can talk to a consultant or a broker, and you can see the other products that we offer, such as discretionary portfolios. So that's basically where you park your money with us, and we take care of your investments for a specified period of time.
Okay.
Then you have access to IPOs if you want to participate in IPOs, whether we talk about bonds or we talk about stocks, and that's for the Romanian market. Also, if you're looking for passive income, you have access to mutual funds and also to international bonds. So we have everything that investors are looking for when it comes to the Romanian market, but also Europe and the US.
And looking down the pipeline, 2 years working with ViewTrade too, what are you looking to add?
I think the most important addition in our partnership would be access to pre-IPOs. Romanian clients, Romanian investors have not been able to participate in any IPOs other than the ones that happened in Romania. And we've seen the enthusiasm around Hidroelectrica's listing a couple of years ago. And we are sure that this could be the same for a company like SpaceX, for example. And it would be great to be able to offer this to our clients.
So, looking into the future, what other types of products, markets are you looking to add?
TradeVille, it's slowly becoming a one-stop shop for investment purposes, so we're looking to continue to diversify. We're looking to add crypto to our platform. We're looking to add US bonds for our clients to be able to trade. And we're also looking at the other markets in our region to see if we can expand into those markets, especially the ones neighboring Romania. So we'll see if we can have some traction in other markets as well, because our overall product is coming out quite nicely. So we think it can have some traction with other clients in the region as well.
So, I know TradeVille's one of the leading brokers in Romania. Where are you positioned as far as other brokers, banks, etc.?
When it comes to the retail market, we are number one. We have a market share of about 60% of active clients, and we have 130,000 clients on our platform that open the
That's a
accounts.
lot of clients. So, you're telling me that there's 200 and something thousand investors and you
Exactly.
have
Still
100
a very small number.
and you have 130,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this number grew exponentially in the past few years because of the pandemic, which was a big boost for the industry, and also the listings that happened in the past few years. A lot of people opened accounts. Inflation growing, investing in the stock market became a viable solution. And we see our accounts number grow every week by at least 1,000.
Wow, that's a lot. It's been wonderful having this chat with you and learning more because I knew a lot, but I didn't know everything. And I'm looking forward to continuing to work with TradeVille and add new products, add new opportunities for their investors.
Thank you so much, Annabel, for the invitation, and thank you so much for being our trusted partner.
Thank you.